welcome to F.A.M.E TV. It's Kat like meow, as per usual.
It is Brandon, like Brandon,
Yours
as
isn't
usual.
as
With
cool.
the
Yours is definitely not as cool.
LifeSTYlest is the cool one. Brandon, the LifeSTYlest. There
The
you go.
LifeSTYlest.
The LifeSTYlest.
Welcome to F.A.M.E TV, guys. Thanks for tuning in and checking in. So today we're talking spring trends, right?
Spring Trends, episode 2.
Episode 2. Welcome to episode 2.
We're official now. This is like legit.
Like we
legit.
pretty much have become best friends now.
Yeah,
By
absolutely,
default. Like I
absolutely.
text him every day.
I was before. I told you guys in the last one, like, why am I not
He
the
actually
best
even brought
friend?
me coffee today.
That I was coerced into doing that.
He really was.
Yeah, but you know, me, like I said, if nothing else, I can now be the best Uber Eats driver, best dressed ever. You know? What do you
Tastes good.
think? Yeah. I bet you'll get a lot of tips though. They'd be like, oh, he looks fresh. Let me tip him like at least 30%.
Or they'd be like, this guy makes way too much. Like, he doesn't get a tip. I'll just give him 5 stars.
Oh, that would be the worst. I'll take the 5 stars.
Just take the 5 stars.
I'll take the 5 stars.
Which is more important, the impression or the money?
The impression.
Yeah,
The
because
impression.
the impression gives you the money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Branding. There you go. See?
Look at it.
Yeah, that's great.
Business skills already.
Yeah, marketing 101.
Marketing 101. That is
Yes.
the E of F.A.M.E TV. So look at us go.
Yes, definitely.
I like it. Okay, spring trends. You want to go first?
Am I going first? Are we gonna talk about our weekend first or no?
Oh yeah. No, Brendan wants to tell you guys about his weekend. 'cause
Yes, because jet setting. It just seems like it makes sense. Like,
wait, hold on, pause. Jet setting to me is like you're internationally
Okay.
like doing like I'm going to Bali, then jumping to India, then I'm doing.
okay, so not jet setting. What is like the little dust covered planes? Like the little planes. And so it's not jet setting. Anyways, my weekend. She's a hater. I just got back. I was in San Diego.
Right.
My nephew plays for Clemson basketball. Starting point guard, Sheldon Mitchell, number 4. Actually, someone saw me on TV too, by the way. They're probably like, oh, he's on TV all the time. Let me put the camera on him.
You were totally like, I was on TV. Did you?
I was
see
on
that?
TV. No, totally. But yes, they won. First time in 20 years, Sweet 16.
Uh-huh.
They're going to be in Omaha this weekend. Omaha is probably the most boringest place in the world. But Sweet 16, I'll be there. I'm leaving Thursday morning, checking them out Friday against Kansas. So if you guys follow NCAA tournament, Clemson Tigers, let's root them on Friday, 6:07, 7:07 Pacific Standard Time. You'll probably see me on TV again.
Oh, wow.
That was my
Look at
weekend.
that. Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it was fun. San Diego, I've never been there before.
You've never been to San Diego?
No.
What was your favorite thing besides the game?
Shopping. Actually, okay, so.
I don't even know why I asked the question.
No, but so I shop all the time online in Portland.
Right.
I say there's no place for guys to shop, right?
Right.
And I realized that even for me, and I'm okay at what I do, right? Humble. But if I was in a major city, I think I would dress way better. And I say that because when I shop online, like certain things don't show up well online.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so
Right.
you order stuff online, but certain things look way better in person.
Right.
So when you actually get there, and I was at stores that probably wouldn't show up well, I'm like, oh, they have this and they have this.
That's true.
So I have way more options, and I actually prefer to go shopping, but they just don't have anything here.
Right.
So-
That's actually why I don't like shopping online. It's because I feel like the colors, the shape, even everything's just so misconstrued, and even sometimes sizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer to shop in person.
No, what I'll do is I'll go into the store locally or wherever I'm at and try on the sizes, and then just keep a tally of the sizes. And then when I order online, I know what to get.
You're like you have a notebook.
Seriously.
And Zara sizes, which, by the way, Portland is getting a Zara. Can we just like, whoop?
You know what? That's cool.
Wait.
I'm kind of undecided because again, I want to look different, so I don't want everyone to then have my
But
Zara plug.
Here's the thing, though. Every demographic's different. Like when you go down to Cali, you're gonna find way different stuff at the
absolutely.
Zara
So
than you
I
will
probably
in
won't shop
Seattle
at the
versus
Zara
like
here.
here. Even like Seattle and Bellevue, they each have one. It's 20-mile difference.
Oh no, totally
and
different.
It's like
well, it's downtown too.
totally
Seattle.
different.
Yeah, way
Downtown
different.
Seattle versus Bellevue.
Absolutely.
Way different. My weekend actually wasn't as like. My weekend was set up prepping for my upcoming weekend.
Gotcha.
Which is, I have Fashion Solstice coming up this weekend. So for those of you that don't know, Fashion Solstice is a nonprofit set up by the Justice and Soul Foundation to help at-risk youth and victims of sex trafficking. So we set up a big fashion show where usually about 15 to 20 different salons participate and put on their own fashion and hair show.
That sounds fun.
Just super, super fun. And we have quite the collection. I literally, when I say, hello, what is your favorite coffee brand? You are such a troll, I know you. Yeah, cheers to Starbucks.
Yes, I
Welcome.
Americanos.
Oh,
That's all
is
I
yours
drink.
Americano too?
Yeah, exactly. Iced.
Swagger jacked.
Yeah.
Who wore it best? Who wore it best?
The coffee best? I'll give you the coffee because that's the only thing you're winning. But
Anyway, so you're interrupting as per usual. Stop. Stop talking. Anyway, so all weekend was literally like in a workshop, like putting together all these props for the hair and whatnot. So it's gonna be like super editorial, super avant-garde, big crazy hair. Thank you for my awesome models who are just letting me go to town and just down for the cause. So if you haven't bought your tickets, you should definitely check that out. That is justiceandsoul.org, and it's for an awesome cause.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug. I guess it is, you know.
I mean, it is. First of all, yes, I'm a co-host.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's for a good cause.
Exactly.
And most importantly, you asked me what I did this weekend.
I mean, I was just asking that to be nice. I really just want to talk about my weekend.
Basically, you were just spitting on my cupcake and telling me it was frosting. He's like, I didn't really care.
I mean, just kind of what you do.
Whatever.
But okay, but spring trends. Do you want me to go first?
Sure. You know what? Since
you go first.
You want me to go first?
You go first.
Well, I'm actually, as far as like female clothing goes, wearing some of my favorite spring trends today. And flannel and pencil length skirts are two of my favorite trends. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to feel it today. I'm going to rock it. You can't see, but my skirt's leather. And I actually really love texture and I love shiny.
Yeah.
Anyway, as far as hair goes, honestly, shut up. As far as hair goes, one of my favorite trends is honestly called, it's that iridescent opal look, which Ross Michael Salon does it really well. They are some really good friends of mine over at Bremerton, and you'll see it everywhere. It's very, it's almost translucent. It's blonde with a little bit of pink, with a little bit of blues. For those of you that don't want to get that extreme with it and go that crazy, rose gold is making its way back in really beautiful warm hues. I am all about all of those. So something a little softer. If you do want to maybe like trek on the wild side a little bit, play with what people are calling the Kool-Aid trend. That does not, I repeat, not mean you go out and put Kool-Aid on your own hair and then try to have your stylist save your life, because that's not fair. So don't do it.
Okay, that's what I was going to do.
Yeah, no, I knew you were. Because again, you're trying to match my blue hair.
Well, and I love Kool-Aid. Great Kool-Aid. But keep going.
So, anyway, do not insert bad joke.
I actually do like Kool-Aid though.
Stop fucking. So, anyway, it's a little bit more of what feels like faded, a little bit softer, almost velvety hues. So even if you look at, again, like some of my Insta stories today, the non-touring that I did, the blonde into that like soft, peachy, pinky hue, you can't really put your finger on it. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Something a little bit more muted where it's there, almost there, but not so in your face. So those are some of my favorite spring trends as far as hair goes. As far as accessories and things like that go, as much as I hate to admit it, scrunchies are making their way back. So scrunchies are one of those things that like you can, honestly, I say use it to accessorize your workout gear. You know, you're training for that triathlon, you're going to the gym, spice up your look a little bit with the scrunchie.
There you go.
There you go.
Look good, feel good. I got it. So I don't know nothing about hair trends.
No,
but I'm glad now I know.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Kool-Aid looks.
Yeah, so Brandon's going to have Kool-Aid in his hair next week.
Yes. No tips though.
No tips.
No tips.
It's not 1990.
No. Well, I'm going to bring it back. I promise you I can. Fashion trends. Let's start with the men. So what I'm liking for men fashion trends, prints. We said it last week. Prints. You're seeing like Hawaiian shirts. Super cool. So I like prints. I like the fact when guys actually take a little bit of risk.
Yeah.
So that's cool, especially summertime. Weather looks perfect. Suede trucker jackets. I'm a big fan of trucker jackets as it is. But
now,
suede,
for those of you that don't really like, think of a trucker jacket as an elevated jean jacket.
Exactly, like a Levi's denim jacket.
So we're talking like maybe a softer pink. We're talking like maybe like a texture change, but it's essentially constructed as that piece. I've had people ask me what a trucker jacket is. So
no, absolutely. Yeah, no,
like,
great point. So yeah, trucker jackets, you're gonna see them in all different hues. You know, like you said, pink, blues, oranges. For timeless wise, I would probably lean more towards like a camel or black. Especially black. I like the fact of using suede in like a black because you can use it all year round. You know what I mean? So I actually saw one today. I was shopping Tuesday. New things come out online. In case you know, Tuesdays and Fridays is the time to shop online. But suede shirt.
Is it really for clothes too?
It is.
Oh, I knew for flights and travel, but like not clothes.
Yeah, most stores they'll have new releases on Tuesdays and then Fridays. Some of them now they add even more days. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on there Monday through Monday, so it doesn't really matter. And then you said it.
Brandon,
pinks.
what are you doing? Shopping?
Shopping all the time. I mean, it's my job, right? Pink colors, men's suits wearing color. I saw this dope yellow suit, very derby-esque. I think I'm ready for derby. And I just saw these mint shoes. I'm not gonna tell you guys who they are because I want to have it, and I want to win first place. So for women, power suiting. It's like the entire movement. Like we're moving from the 70s to the 80s as far as fashion is concerned. The whole 80s power suiting. We're seeing oversized. But I think also with just like the feminist movement and like the Me Too and women, being empowered, I think it just kind of goes hand in hand. So I'm loving seeing women in power suits. Trench coats.
Trench coats are
great transitional
piece,
especially
all
this
over
time
the
of year.
runway. Balenciaga had them all over. It was amazing.
Actually, in all kinds of different textures. You're seeing suede, leather. It's a great piece to take you from, like, we're just getting into spring today, guys. We're transitioning into the warmer months, from colder ones.
Tomorrow's officially the first day of spring.
Yeah. So you can, like, layer it now, and then, as it gets warmer.
Yeah.
And then I'm all about drama, so, like, sequins, fringe.
No.
Yes, I know. Like, I want to stand out just like a little bit, right? There's no, just a little bit. So, yeah, sequins, fringe, for night out, events, galas, parties, like, this is why I say everyone's gonna be wearing black, right? At a gala or event, or a red because that's what they think they should do. So like when you talk about materials, sequins, fringe, that's gonna instantly just eye pop. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, they're gonna know you just walk in. So
texture will definitely make way more of an entrance than sometimes even that like sexy black dress or that pop of red. It's like something about a texture is just more captivating and intriguing to the eye.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, I 100% agree with you. You saw the 80s all over the runway. You're seeing it everywhere. You saw those bright hues everywhere. You saw pastels everywhere. Again, translates into the hair, translates into like everything. Like it all marries together. I think you hit the nail on the head talking about like the power suit and the feminist movement and like we are strong and we got this. You know what I mean? We're talking big shoulders, like small waist, long pants. Like it's the power suit's just it. It's really
in
hot.
all colors. And the thing is, like, the great thing about right now, there's not really a dress code. And so you can do a power suit with, like, dress down shoes. With men, you can do, we've been wearing suits with sneakers now for a while. Yeah. So I think what happens is it allows you with fabrics to elevate a look by the actual structure of the look without, like, feeling like you're too rigid, you're too, like, dressed up.
Well, yeah, and it's like, who's to say power suit, like, or you have, like, the slacks that go with it with a trucker jacket, add that sneaker to it, and it's like suddenly you have a very different feel. Where like, you know what I mean? You're bringing in different times, you're bringing in different textures, you're making it happen and you're working it that day, you know?
And the thing is, especially like too, like you mentioned, we go from day to night. So you need something that like transitions in all environments, all events, whatever. So I think those pieces and adding something here and there, because you don't have time to change like all the time.
Right.
And so having like a power suit and like changing like a clutch, or if you're a guy, changing your shoes out, simple, but it totally changes the look. So
it totally does. And sometimes, honestly, I feel like we tend to gravitate towards it's always the shoe or it's always the bag. Do you know what I mean? But it's like with these like pieces that you can layer, you can go and create something completely different by just stripping a piece off or adding something new. Do you know what I mean?
No,
and so that's what's kind of cool about it.
Absolutely.
Is that it pushes you.
You know what that reminds me? So when I was in San Diego, I had to like flex on the lady a little bit at the Neiman Marcus, right? Because
of course.
I had to flex it because I got there.
It's like your fashion packs. You were like, pow, pow.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I was like, so this is the case in point. The Neiman's, they had Tom Fords. There's these suede Tom Ford loafers, gold chain. Phenomenal, I'll tell you. But, so this is the thing.
It's in love.
Yeah, it's like timeless. Because I always say like classics with a twist make it timeless for me. It's not really too trendy.
Right.
But nonetheless, so I wanted to try on the Tom Ford shoe so I can know if they fit, they don't have it here, know if they fit sizes right. So she's like, oh, what size are you? I'm like, I'm a European 43, UK 9. And she's like, oh no, what's your US size? I'm like, look, I know my European sizes. I speak designer, I know my sizes. So as soon as I said that, she's like, oh, okay. She's my best friend after that.
And then we became best friends.
Yeah, exactly. So case in point, know your European sizes, know your international sizes. That immediately gives you credibility.
I think the better lesson in all of that is just know sizes. You know what I mean? Sometimes it is just as simple as going in and getting like an actual fitting. That's a really good point on all of that. I know people that honestly as women don't actually know their jean size. Yeah. They don't know their true pant size. you know, and it's like, it makes it hard to shop. Like, shopping should actually be really, really fun.
Yeah.
But half of the time it's not, because we actually don't know our sizes.
And then there's, you know, vanity sizing, and then every brand size is a little bit different, and then even within that, you know, especially if they're mass produced, they fit differently. That's like the biggest thing for me. I'm like, try it on, don't worry about the size. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you're a 2 in something else, you might be a 6 in something else. You might be a 28 in this jean versus a 26 in this jean, even within the same brand. And so, other people, because people surprise me, they don't try their clothes on. I'm like, you have to try on everything. Like, I try on everything. Like, everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like, literally, when I was here last week, I just got a suit. I tried on 2 jackets, same size. They fit differently.
I feel like I need to, like, shop more. Like, I feel like... slacking.
I need to get my hair cut. I'm out of town, my hair is going to be looking terrible. So, I need more haircuts. You need to shop.
I need to shop more.
There you go.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
That message was from my husband. Sorry, I have to shop.
It's branding. We talked about it last time, so it's going to be a write-off. So don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Again, not trying to cheat the IRS or anything, because we are.
No, exactly. So we got a question last week, too.
We did get a question.
Yes, which is amazing. So you guys send in questions. If you have a question you want us to answer, DM myself, Kat, let us know. And we'll answer them. We'll answer questions you guys have on every segment. But the question was...
who are 3 local... it was 3 local fashionistas, essentially, of the opposite sex, or fashion influencers that, like, inspire you.
Yeah.
Of the opposite sex. And... side note, even though he definitely told me I was his number 4, which I'm not, we can't pick each other.
Yes.
So.
Because I would be number 1. I'll probably be number 1, 2, 3, 3.25. So what's your list?
So Damian Lillard's actually probably one of my favorite people because I do think that he kind of pushes himself outside the box a little bit, but he keeps it classy and he keeps it put together.
Okay.
Wait, are you going to argue this with me?
I'm not arguing at all. I wrote a post before on the best dressed Trailblazers of all time. And I had him on there. I did by position. He was on there as point guard. This was before the suit without the shirt, though. This is pre-suit, best no shirt.
Okay, yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I feel like every professional athlete goes through this, like, phase or this, like, part in their fashion evolution where they, like, push it a little too far because they're trying to be a little much. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, high risk, high reward. I definitely get that.
I mean, there's the flukes, and then there's like Cam Newton, totally different ball game, where it's like that guy would just show up, just like, and I mean, by all means, props for you going for it, but like too much.
He pushes it a little
like,
bit.
Russell Wilson went through the same thing. I mean, he went from wearing Tommy Bahama on the regular to suddenly he was like married, and then suddenly he had like full-blown leather pants and suits, and I'm like...
That's because he got Sierra. That was the only reason. If he wasn't with her, he would probably still dress kind of corny, but see, it's still too much though. Yeah,
it's still too much. So it's like, I think everybody that's in the limelight at one point in time pushes it to that point where it's like little much. But I think for the most part, like, his track record isn't terrible, and I think I just honestly like him as he seems like a cool guy person.
No, actually, I think, you know what? I was at a party before, and he was there, and he complimented my pink trucker jacket.
So, see?
So he
I
has
don't
good
even
taste.
know why we're arguing this.
He has good taste. No, I was just curious. I just wanted to know. Okay, so Damian Lillard. So is he then to you the best dressed Trailblazer? I mean, he kind of has to be by default, right?
I mean, yeah, by default, I feel like he would have to be. But I also feel like he's one of the most... He pushes himself the most when it comes to fashion, if that makes sense.
Doesn't take safe. Like, I do like, he had he wore a red suit back in the day, a couple years ago. It's dope. I love red. It's my favorite color. And now people are going to try that, but it actually looked good. So yeah.
I mean, there's a place, a time to do it, and I think for the most part, he has more hits than misses.
Okay, I agree.
So I would say him. The next person, actually, he is not Portland-based, but he's Seattle-based. His name is Eric L., and he actually runs a ton of like the nightclubs and whatnot, Aston Manor and whatnot in Seattle, and all those guys. And Eric's always on point. Like, he literally is like, I mean, he is like Kanye on a separate level. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like he's always put together. He pushes it a little bit more. He's not always in a suit and tie, but he's definitely a little bit edgier and a little bit more straight. Okay. And I think that's really cool. And I really appreciate how he always has, like, it always looks good. Yeah. Like, there are times where I'm like, I don't necessarily think that, like, I would put Phil in, like, those boots with those shorts and that flannel and this and that, but it's like you watch him and you're like, man, like, I actually totally could see him coming out of a magazine, like,
Totally.
You know what I mean? I could totally see him coming out of like any like runway.
Yeah,
like,
no, and I like when people juxtapose like high and low, especially. I mean, it's been but to be able to do it well,
yeah,
it's a totally different thing. And I like juxtaposing different items because then it's like you're talking to different people, different audiences.
Exactly.
It's like my shoes are talking to some demographic or some person that might be younger. My blazer's talking to this person. My shirt this color. So it's like then you're like have a total. You're talking to everyone at once.
Exactly. So it's like, I mean, he's like one of those guys that will wear like the Saint Laurent t-shirt with like some basketball shorts and like somehow manage to like tie it in together and it all looks really good.
Sounds cool.
So I'm like, listen, if you can pull that off, by all means,
Absolutely.
do it.
Yeah, it's hard to be like the best dressed by playing it safe. To your point earlier, you know what I mean? Like you have to take a little bit of a risk. I feel like.
No, totally.
Yeah. So and then with that, you're gonna have misses.
You're gonna have a lot of misses. I have to say, go for it.
Absolutely.
I feel like I have to think on my last one because I'm not gonna lie, I forgot his name, but I really like the Portland gear guy that's always in his Portland gear stuff.
Marcus.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Yes.
Marcus.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do. I love that he put an entire twist on like the everyday casual stuff, branded it in what is like local Portland, and like managed to like elevate it. Like you're looking at really cool camouflage like rain jackets. You're looking at like really cool like trucker hats. You're looking at really cool all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's cool.
That's a good list.
Yeah.
Asterisk LifeSTYLest, Brandon Gaston. But let me see my list, my top 3. I actually changed it. I had a list, I actually changed it.
Why? Because somebody wore a suit with no shirt?
No, this is opposite sex. So, one of my top, I would say, Lavinda Memory. She's actually a social media influencer, blogger. She dresses super dope, super chic. One thing I always tell people like with myself, like I'm like a stylist in Portland, not a Portland stylist. Nothing against like Portland fashion, but I feel like she's someone that dresses well and you can put her anywhere and she still look good. She's fashionable anywhere. So she's probably one of my top, especially like social media influencers. She's probably one of my top.
Right.
Number 2, I actually had someone, but I changed to this person. This girl, friend of mine, her name is Mary Clem, and that's her IG. She dresses super dope. Super dope. I want to know
who you replaced for her though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. But she dresses.
Okay, wait. We're gonna do a poll. Who wants to see who replaced his number 2? Yes or no?
No. But no, she dresses super cool. She was just we were at an event recently. She wore like this suit, again, power suit. So we jokingly say like she's not like my roll neck partner, which is like roll necks are essentially turtlenecks,
right?
Like the European version of it, or the European verbiage of it.
Right.
But yeah, she dresses really good, super chic. Again, someone you can place anywhere. She's gonna look dope. So she's another person. And then last but not least, I mean, I'm a mama's boy. I gotta see my mom.
Oh,
right?
I didn't see that coming.
Yes, I had to add her. But no, you know what?
Sweet.
Honestly, see, I have it in me, like on occasion. But yeah, Mama Gaston, she dresses well. And then the funny thing is, like when I was growing up, I didn't know that she was stylish. Maybe because I was spending all the money on clothes.
Right.
But now she's like super into prints. Like loves a leopard. I actually got her like a leopard jacket for Christmas.
Do I send some Mother's Day edition?
Oh my goodness! Oh, she was in a fashion show before. She walked in a show. She's doing an event I have coming up, so she loves it. Now she's like expects it. Like what's going on? I want to get dressed up.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah. So my mom, she probably shops more than me. She has more clothes than me, and she's the one person that I will actually ask her opinion because she will shoot to me straight.
Cute.
So like she'll tell me like, yo, no,
yeah.
She keeps it real. Like she'll be like, yo, you don't need to wear that. It looks terrible. You need to get rid of it. Like, and she's like one of the people that like drive it in. Like she'll keep saying it until I like will change.
Right.
So
that's good.
Yeah, no, she tells me. But if something looks good, she'll let me know.
Yeah.
She likes the yellow suit.
She's
like, you can pull it off. There you go. So, Mama Gaston.
I feel like the yellow suit needs to be brought out next week or something because I feel like you've met
I haven't got it yet. I'm holding off into Derby, May. Yes, it's a perfect like derby fit. I'm just trying to figure out the well, I'm gonna accessorize what. I'm gonna go pink shirt. I don't want to be too bright. It's
you
like
don't want to look like an Easter egg, but like
exactly.
You definitely could still pull off like a really cool like.
Yeah, I have a nice pocket square. I have I'm thinking about getting a white shirt with the pink collar.
I really like mint. I feel like you need to incorporate mint somehow.
There's actually a new mint suit that I like as well. I'm
See, I like that. There's something about like that mint hue that just like always looks so refreshing. Do you know what I mean? Like you look at it, you're like,
it's nice. I'm super into suits, men and women right now. Like suits, And I feel like you can dress them up, dress them down. It's appropriate. You know, I'm like always wear suits anyway. So.
I know. I was gonna say you're always.
But I'm like transiting from blazers to suits. Like more suits, less chinos, more suits. That's what I'm going for. Spring, summer, 2018.
More color.
More color. Yeah, that's it. And that's how like I always tell people like color, fabric, fit. That changes the component. So if I'm wearing something like. If I'm gonna wear more suits, I'm gonna incorporate more color, so I'm not coming across too stuffy. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, yeah. You don't want to look like somebody's butler either.
Exactly. So.
But.
Yeah, that too. So
but thanks for the coffee.
Yeah, exactly. So on that note, yeah,
it takes a lot for me to throw them off, but that was fun.
Actually, yeah, I can talk forever. That was like one of the few times that like
you were speechless.
I was for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That's probably a record though. That's probably a record.
Yes.
So.
I hold the record.
What are we talking about next week?
Next week.
Do we decide yet?
I don't think we decided yet. I think, we talked about spring trends, do's and don'ts, hopefully, or do's and don'ts. You guys decided you wanted to see spring trends. So maybe we try do's and don'ts and then come up with a new category and let you guys decide. Like, what do you want? What do you want to hear,
Yeah.
Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or any requests. Like, hey, we really want to hear what you guys think of this, this, or this. Or if you feel like we didn't hit the nail on the head with any of our trends, or if you agree, disagree, I would love to know.
I would love to know also if you disagree with some of my picks. I would love to. Love to know.
He got so serious.
I would love to know. No, I like.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Fashion is so subjective, though. Seriously.
Exactly. It really is.
Fashion is like what I like. And there's people that I think dress dope, but I would not wear anything they wear.
No, totally.
You know what I mean? And so it fits them, and it totally doesn't fit my personality. So totally, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, fashion is art. Fashion is art in motion. That's all it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So is hair art in motion too then?
Yeah.
I mean, not mine.
Not yours,
Not
because
mine.
you're not blue yet, and you need a haircut.
I do. I need a part. I'm thinking about cutting my hair. We'll see.
I think you should go shorter. Do you think he should cut his hair?
Yeah.
I think he should cut his hair.
I think so. I think I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Well, and then we don't look so awkwardly like who's taller, who's not.
Yeah. Well, it's me. But.
Well, I hope so. I'm 5'2".
That would be terrible.
You'd be like 5 foot.
Yeah, I feel like Kevin Hart's status.
Oh.
He's like 5'4".
Okay, he's still taller than me, but yes.
Yeah.
A little on the petite side. But
sure.
at least you could shop for yourself. That's good.
Yeah, I can find.
Totally fine.
Shop in kids section, get discounts.
All right, now we're just babbling. So
yes.
Thanks again for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed F.A.M.E TV, enjoyed all of the spring trends. Again, don't hesitate to reach out if you agree, disagree, have any questions, and most importantly, pick our topic for next week. What do you want to hear us rant about?
Yeah, look fabulous while doing it. Until next time.
Mwah.
Peace.